You okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So right before we started recording,
I may have hit Kit with a little upside the head.
Davey just drops this on me. They were showing me one of their recent TikToks set to the tune of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. And now, of course, my brain gremlins have grabbed onto the song, and I'm going to hear that for the rest of my life.
Hell of an earworm. It's a great song.
And so I said that. I was like, oh, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is going to be stuck in my head now. And Davey goes...
Well, that's my aunt, you know.
And I said, what?
And I said, we should record.
Yeah.
And this is where you have joined the conversation.
Explain.
So, the voice of not only the fairy godmother from Cinderella, but also the Queen of Hearts.
What?
From Alice in Wonderland were both voiced by a lady named Verna Felton.
You were fucking kidding me.
And thanks to the religious fervor of my ancestors who all do their genealogy, we found out that Verna Felton is indeed related to us.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. What?
So there you go. I am related to Ms. Bippity Boppity Boo and Off With Her Head.
Wow. And those are such like iconic performances too.
Yeah.
Like just, and they couldn't be more different from each other.
Absolutely, yeah. The sweetest thing in the world and the most terrifying creature you've ever met. Both of them, yeah.
That's crazy. That's, huh.
Hi, welcome to Two Pans in a Pod. This is my co-host, Dumbfounded Kit, who uses they, he pronouns.
Oh, yeah. And this is my co-host, Davey, who uses they, she pronouns.
Hello.
Wow. My cousin works for Pixar. I guess I should, like, throw that out there.
It's not a competition, Kit.
No, it would be cooler if he wasn't, like, way in the background. We always sit through the credits. We're like, we gotta see him. We gotta wait. We gotta wait and then clap when his name comes on because we're white people in a movie theater, so we have to clap.
Yeah,
at some point.
That's what we do.
The movie ends. Good gravy.
And as we're recording, speaking of like white people, hello, other fellow. Are you okay if I label you as a white person?
Oh, I'm a very white person.
Okay, happy. I don't want to say happy. It is Black History Month.
Yes.
As of today.
Oh, it is.
And instead of Happy Black History Month, as a fellow melaninly deprived person, what do you hope to learn this month?
Melanin challenge.
Yes.
Well, Theater of War is doing I think it's Theater of War. I should probably double check, but I had an email in my inbox this morning. They're doing like a sort of a retrospective on like Black writing and Frederick Douglass and some stuff that. And it's being presented by a fairly well-known like New York actor. And so I'll probably pick up a ticket for that. And I don't have anything like central that I'm like hoping to pursue or learn. I'm just sort of like seeing what floats into my bubble.
Something here, I'll float something by you.
Yes.
I just heard this on OPB yesterday. COCC up at the Pickney Gallery has an entire art exhibit done by Black artists.
Yes. Yeah, and there's, I think RJ has a piece there, RJ Quiris, also known as Caressa Banana.
Yeah.
I know Mostly Watto was present at the opening, and I
believe he has
a
piece up there as well, yes.
He's an incredible artist. I have a jacket that he painted the back of, and it's
so
cool.
Yeah, I've seen that jacket.
It's a really cool jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep forgetting to go see it. I was thinking about going to the opening, but crowds and I...
Right.
have some trouble.
Yeah,
so.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Take it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Go when fewer people are there.
Yeah, and I was also in the middle of like a mental breakdown when it opened, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't.
Maybe this isn't the day.
maybe this is not the time. So
that's So that's all I know. It's like I'm still learning so much.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think back to the amount of racism that I have exhibited in my life, just unwittingly. There was the intentional stuff when I was really a horrid person as a preteen and teenager, because I just felt like I was raised in that atmosphere and said and did awful things. But then there was as I tried to become more enlightened, there was just the unintentional stuff that makes me cringe even harder. It's like I can blame like pre-puberty and puberty on some of the stuff, right?
Yeah, but
yeah, wow.
I still catch myself with like intrusive thoughts and like my inner, goblin will say something terrible and I'm like, whoa, we need to sit with that. What was that?
I will, sometimes if I'm alone, I will chastise myself out loud. I'm, Davie, what was that? Stop it. Still a constant work in progress.
Oh, yeah. Always learning, always growing.
It doesn't help that we just sit in this white patriarchy that we're all a part of.
And Oregon especially, like I've been really aware lately of the like long-reaching effects of the whites only state thing that has like really deeply affected Oregon in so many ways. And that was something I was thinking about a lot in Eugene this past weekend.
Do you want to talk about Eugene
this
weekend?
Yeah, let's talk about Eugene.
Absolutely. You and I were there different days.
We were. We probably drove past each other on the pass. So you were there Saturday.
I was there Friday night and Saturday.
Okay, and that was like the big opening.
The big opening. I actually got to meet some of the people. They call them the narrators of this project.
Yes.
Amazing women, amazing people, amazing men. It was like they actually said during the opening ceremony that not all the people that are in this project who were interviewed now identify as lesbians because a lot of them don't identify as women. And so I got to meet these amazing people, a lot of whom signed their names on the wall with the photographs
I
up
saw
there.
That. Yeah, shiny signatures.
It was wonderful. I got to meet a couple of the filmmakers who are there's a documentary still in the process of being made that will encompass all of these stories as well.
Cool.
But then I spent so much time trying not to cry my eye makeup off.
Yeah.
There were some really, really touching pieces, some amazing things I didn't know about the history of the lesbian movement to Eugene during the 60s through the 90s. And one of the old ladies there told me, she's like, the men were here too. Until, and I cannot remember the law that was passed that pretty much made it illegal for them to be there, to be in a gay relationship there.
Yeah.
And so most of them moved down to San Francisco.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But she said they were here too for a while, and we watched them all die in the 90s.
All the hair on my arms just stood up.
Yeah. There was a couple there on the wall under the marriage equality portion of the display. There was a couple, and their heads were like leaning against each other. One of the two of those women are no longer with us. She passed on the 12th of last month.
Oh my gosh. So recent.
And her partner was there. And as soon as she saw that exhibit, just burst into tears and was just so grateful that they have been memorialized that way. She had been losing her for a long time to Alzheimer's.
Oh, God. Ouch.
So it was not something unexpected, but it was just such a sweet story. And the fact that they're now part of this beautiful exhibit. It is called Outliers and Outlaws, Stories from the Eugene Lesbian History Project. Yes.
It's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words. Outliers and Outlaws.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And there's a quote on the big board with all the photos from Lynn Pickney that said, "We were free. Once you're an outlaw, you don't have to follow the rules." About her experience living in Eugene with all these women.
That's wonderful. So we were there Sunday, which was a much more low-key day.
Yeah.
They had 2 sort of walk and talk tours with people who were interviewed and were in the project.
Fantastic.
And it was kind of funny because we had like our tour guide, but then at the end it was revealed that the tour guide from the morning presentation was also in the group with us. And so she started like chiming in with her own experiences and then they went back and forth for a little bit. It was really cool. And a lot of the women who were there as part of our tour group had been involved with, I can't remember what it's called, but with the food co-op, the like lesbian food co-op. And she's this little delicate thing and she'd been a truck driver. And so she was talking about like how this had like helped her connect with her butch side, and how she had realized like, I am strong enough to drive a truck. I am strong enough to use a pallet jack, like all these things.
Right.
And it was so sweet and so empowering. And I think for myself and my own history with like queer history, and Davie, you know this, and I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but my senior thesis was a series of oral histories with queer elders who had survived the American AIDS epidemic.
Yes.
And I'm still working on that. I'm still collecting some interviews. I'm still combing through all of that, all of those interviews, and compiling them into a play. That's the eventual goal for all of these histories, is to be compiled into a play. And it was really refreshing for me to view an oral history project and to look at all of these things that telegraph queer joy and the life and the brightness in the movement, because a lot of my project is dark, doom, sad, upsetting. And it was really, and there is joy in that, and there is brightness in it, but it was nice to see all of this positivity and all of this like power focused in this place. It was really beautiful.
There was a group there, a business that they started. It was a tree removal service.
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch the photo of the tree removal service?
Yes.
A bunch of amazingly strong, powerful women had been working out in the sun all day, shirtless. Most of them completely shirtless. What was amazing to me was I watched as woman after woman walked by that photo during the opening night, and to watch all these like beautiful butch lesbians go up there and be like pulling their glasses down because they can't quite see, and they're just like peering to look at the boobies. And one of them with like biker boots and everything, and like a denim vest, she's peering up at this thing and she goes, "Oh yeah, titties," and just walks off.
That's fabulous. That's
but it was so refreshing to see. Everything was about these beautiful women in this place.
Yes, and this sense of community and the sense of belonging. And there was a conversation that happened during our tour where the tour guide was talking about how she had, and I wish I could remember her name, but she had been asked recently, well, are there any lesbians anymore? And she goes, I don't think they're straight people anymore. And everyone in the room laughed. And the woman standing next to me, who was the truck driver, she leaned over to me and she goes, I just like the word queer. And I said, me too.
I love that word. Yes,
First time I heard that word, I was like, oh, it's me.
It's me. Exactly.
It was beautiful. After the tour was over, Chase and I, my partner and I, were sitting on a bench looking at the marriage equality wall. And this person came up behind me and kind of circled around me and stared at I have a vest with all these patches and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And they were like staring at my vest. And then they go, I like your vest. Were you at Standing Rock? Because I have a patch on the back of my vest that says water is life. And it's a pipeline protester. And I said, no, I wasn't. I was in paramedic school and I couldn't get leave. I couldn't go. Or I would have had to start the program over. But we had this great conversation about it. It turns out this person lives down in Klamath and was involved in the 13-year pipeline fight down in Klamath, because they were trying to bust a pipeline through. And it was a 13-year thing with the ranchers down there who weren't giving up their land and all of this protest. And they won. The pipeline did not go through.
Good.
They won.
Yeah.
But we ended up having this like 25-minute conversation about like land rights and pipelines. And it was so awesome. And this person had pretty clearly also been part of this like great lesbian migration. And like, it was just amazing. It was a great conversation.
I had an experience there because the university asked me as a TikToker to come out there and TikTok my experience there. They also invited a lesbian couple of goofs from TikTok to come out there. And I felt so oddly out of place. And I was talking to one of the other women there I said, I feel so odd being the only one here who's not a lesbian. She looked at my she, her button on my jacket. She's like, wait, what are your pronouns? Well, it's she, they. She's like, and how do you identify? And I said, as a trans femme non-binary. She's like, attracted to women? I said, yeah. Lesbian.
Lesbian. They're lesbians, Harold.
She pointed at me and said, lesbian. It's like, fine, okay. At least for today.
Well, and you've joked about that in the past. You have joked about identifying as a lesbian, but it always felt like one of those jokes that's maybe not really a joke.
You know, I'm aware that there are quite a few trans people that make those jokes that aren't really jokes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's almost like it's masking.
It's almost. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Neurodivergent trans people say what?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's so funny because you're sitting across from me and this is not a visual medium, but you sure look like a lesbian right now.
Hang on. Let me get out the guns here.
Yeah, when you came around the corner, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of skin.
I just got the lotion on.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this, but a really great way to irritate high desert dry air skin is to shave it. It really loves it when you just take 3 or 5 razor blades and just scrape your entire body with it, or at least your arms. So
that makes sense. Yeah, you are remarkably hairless at the moment. Thank you. I hadn't put that together, but no, that makes sense. I mean, shaving is such a, it's an exfoliant at best.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is that. I exfoliated the hell out of my knuckles.
Yeah. That's the hair has been growing back through my knuckle tattoos, and I'm like, oh, itchy.
Well, that's when I know it's time. Yesterday it gotten to the point where I couldn't stop itching. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's time to shave it again.
Yeah.
But then it was like just before you got here, it was like, all right, well, that didn't really help.
Right, I'm still itchy. Well, and it's been so dry. Like we got back from Eugene and there was a bunch of snow and we went, oh,
huh? What do you know?
Yeah.
And it hasn't gone away. It's been like cold.
Yeah.
Ever since it snowed, it's been like -5.
It's been chilly.
So, my skin, and plus I've got like the radiant heater here,
right?
Taking all the whatever moisture is in the air and evaporating it.
It seems like we just can't, we at the house, we have a gas fireplace downstairs, but we also have central, which is so nice. But it's like the humidifier doesn't fucking do anything.
No, I've got one in my room and it's just like, I still wake up and my mouth is like completely.
Yeah, just the permanent high desert cotton mouth.
I love the people who don't live in an arid climate who are like, oh, well, at least it's a dry cold or at least it's a dry heat. And you're like, I am literally withering like a raisin.
I'm peeling. I'm like a lizard. Yeah, I would rather have wet cold, but I would rather have dry heat. I don't do well with humidity. Humidity and I are not friends. Mm-hmm. But being in Eugene was so nice. Like it rained the whole time we were there and I was like, yes.
I almost made a sunny Eugene joke in my little video about it. And I thought, maybe this isn't the time nor place to pick on Eugene that way.
The first time I ever traveled to Seattle, my friend who was up there, who I was visiting, was like, it's not as rainy here as everyone says it is. And it rained the entire time I was there. All 7 days I was there, it rained.
People in Eugene, people in Seattle, they have a very special kind of suntan. Mm-hmm. It's called rust.
That's funny.
They just are rusted.
Oh, gosh. So this past weekend, actually last week, it was Chase's and my 5-year anniversary.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
That was why we went to Eugene.
Oh, nice.
Because I had been trying to figure out, what are we going to do? It's been a couple years since we've done anything for our anniversary because of the pancetta. And so we had been staying indoors. And I was like, I don't want to do a staycation this year. I can't do that. So initially I was going to take him to the coast to do they do the hiding glass balls on the beach thing. So there was going to be a drop next month. So I was thinking about that. And then when you mentioned Outliers and Outlaws, I went, oh, there we go.
There we go.
But it turned out that the inn that I always stay at in Eugene closed during the pandemic. I always stayed at the Excelsior. And like they had a beautiful restaurant downstairs and all these things, and they're gone. So I was like, where do I stay? So we ended up staying at the what is it called? The Campbell House Inn, which is a house that was built in like 1892. And it's a bed and breakfast.
Love it.
It's spectacular. Highly recommend. 5 stars.
How was the breakfast?
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I was like a little skeptical.
Okay.
No, it's a 2-course breakfast.
Okay.
It's included with your stay.
Yeah.
And it was like, they would start you off with like a scone and a fruit bowl. And then it would be, they have a sweet or a savory option. Which would you like today? Mm-hmm. And so Chase and I would order one of each, and then we would like trade whatever.
It's exactly the way we did it at mine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
And then I took him out to a very nice dinner at Marché, which is like a sort of, I guess, like a Parisian style cafe bar. And it was founded by the same person who founded the Excelsior restaurant.
Oh, wow.
By the same woman. I looked it up later and I went, oh. So
I didn't really eat anywhere remarkable. I grabbed things and went because I was busy all weekend.
We were working.
But I have to say, have you been to Hiron's drugstore?
Mm-mm.
Okay. This is the most amazing store, and it is the most neurodivergent store I have ever been in my life. There were Christmas decorations and Halloween costumes. There were light bulbs and plumbing fixtures. There was like, you could buy your Aleve and your hand cream or whatever. It was incredible, packed. There were disco balls and dinosaurs. It was just like everything that nobody wants is in this store. It is one amazing, weird. Mm-hmm. I could have spent hours in there just wandering the whole place, but I thought they'd kick me out if they just saw me lingering.
Right. That's so funny.
And there's no rhyme nor reason to any of it.
Huh.
It's just like somebody is like, oh, well, we can order a bunch of those, so we should.
I'm a little disappointed that didn't come up on my list of like things to do in Eugene.
Hiron's drugstore. I had no idea. It was just across the street from where I was staying.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh. We'll have to check that out the next time we're there.
Yeah.
We're thinking about going back in June because Postmodern Jukebox is playing at the Holt Center in June.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, so we may go back.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, is there anything at the Holt that we should go see? Like, I did not have plans for this trip, like, at all. I was lucky that Marché still had a reservation available. Like, it was not planned. But yeah, I saw that Jukebox will be there in June. So.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Are we caught up? Is that the catch up?
I think that's the catch up.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back with who knows what content next.
It's a surprise to both of us.
Welcome back. This segment of Two Pans in a Pod is being brought to you by cats.
Cats. Meow. So we were talking again off mic about how Davie's household isn't buying toys for the cats anymore.
No, they are just literally playing with grocery bags and boxes these days.
So when I get an order of groceries, I like unpack all the groceries, and Tybalt will sit and wait for me to be done unpacking them, and then I very dramatically fling the bag into the living room, and he like pounces on it and scoots around and like gets in it. And if there's more than one bag, he'll wait for the next bag, and paper bags everywhere.
That's amazing. Yeah. We have the handles from paper bags, the little ropey ones that we tear off the paper bags and tie in a knot. And they love playing with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of her favorite fetch toys. Did I tell you she plays fetch?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I believe it.
She usually has a little yellow banana that we play with, but she'll also play with the little bag ties.
Tybalt plays fetch very much on his terms. You never know if it's going to be fetch or if he's just going to take it.
She will usually play fetch right up until she's done. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you don't know when that is. You just throw it once and she'll look at you like, why are you throwing that? I don't understand.
I actually wonder if that's why my dog is so bad at fetch. Because like Freya plays keep away. And like sometimes we can play fetch. Oh, the complaining.
I just picked her up from her space heater.
Introducing our executive producer.
This is Minerva. Hello, Minnie. Yeah. And then the associate producer's back there. That's Bear.
Sitting quietly.
Just not even caring.
And don't be alarmed. Minerva always sounds like that.
She's always, she's very vocal.
Very vocal.
But also doesn't like being picked up.
Yeah.
And she was laying next to the space heater.
Yeah.
So that was
How
rude.
dare... Unhand me, ruffian.
How dare you? Do you know who I am? I'm the executive producer. I'll have you both fired. I don't know why she's British all of a sudden.
I'm Minerva. I mean, I don't think Americans are named Minerva.
No, not really.
Minnie Pearl would be the notable exception.
She is a mini Pearl a little bit.
That's who my car's named after.
Is it really?
Minnie Pearl.
I love that. It's pearl colored.
It is, exactly. It's a pearl white.
See what you did
and
there.
I went, oh, Minnie Pearl.
Minnie Pearl.
So I almost left the price tag on and just,
I named her, unfortunately, after the,
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The things that are going on in England and with Mama Fart herself.
Mama Fart.
That's coming up next. Welcome back to Two Pans in a Pod, the podcast that we never say the name of.
Yeah.
That's Kit.
Hi.
They're my co-host. They use they, he pronouns.
Hi. And this is my co-host, Davie, who
Hi.
uses they, she, although you said she, they earlier.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Okay, well.
Well, maybe today we're a she, they?
Maybe we're a she, they today. Honestly, it's just interchangeable.
Yeah.
No one gets top billing.
Yeah, that's how I feel about mine as well. I'm like, just don't misgender me. that's my only request.
Like, just don't call me sir anymore, please. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's So speaking of pronouns and sirs and ma'ams and what have you, Sam Smith dropped a new album last week. Oh my god, it's so good.
I haven't heard. Well, no, I've heard a second cut from that one. Unholy, I've been listening to for a while.
Slaps.
It really is so
unreasonably
good. And he teased it so well.
Mm-hmm. I think they use they them pronouns exclusively.
Thank you. Okay, sorry about that, Sam.
Sorry, Sam. Call me. Yes, welcome back to the segment where
they dropped it a while ago, but they teased the hell out of it. Mm-hmm. So we only got the chorus at first, and everybody on the TikToks was going crazy. So when they dropped it, I just couldn't stop listening to it.
Yeah, it's a banger. Like, it's so good. And
I think I've heard the second cut from the album, but I haven't heard the album.
The whole album is gorgeous, start to finish. Okay. I don't know a lot about Sam Smith's upbringing or background or anything, but it feels to me like a reckoning with religious trauma. That's what it feels like to me, which I don't really have religious trauma. I'm very fortunate and rare in the queer community in that respect. Like, I did not grow up in a religious household. We went to church on Christmas. That was basically like the whole thing.
I don't think you can live in England and not have religious trauma. They have the country has its own church.
Right. Is Sam Smith British? I thought Sam was American.
Oh, was he? I thought he was British. They were British.
I think they're American.
Oh.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
But I don't know either. The album slaps. It's amazing. Go listen to it. And we were just talking off mic because we like to do that, about Unholy and about everything that's been going on in the UK lately, and how Unholy, a song by a non-binary person featuring a transgender woman, has been at the top of the UK charts.
Yeah.
For a bit.
For a long while.
And I think it's really easy to look at England as TERF Island, but I also think it's really important to remember that the general populace, there are a lot of people who don't support the Tories attempting to destabilize the UK because they're so afraid of trans people. Yes, we talk a lot about, what a horrible place the UK is for trans people, but in a lot of ways it's equivalent to the US, and in some ways it's better. I have a trans feminine friend who just moved to Dublin, and she feels a lot safer and a lot more supported there than she did in Central Oregon.
Wow.
So
that's yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
It's not easy to just be out and about here in Central Oregon.
No, walking while trans in Central Oregon is an experience.
Yeah.
In and of itself. So, yeah.
There's been a lot of rhetoric going on about the new Harry Potter game.
Yes.
I don't even know what it's called.
I don't either.
I don't care. the TERF, the mother fart herself has been working on this game, I guess.
Well, yeah, because so the thing about Mother Fart is that she has retained creative control over her entire intellectual property. So any piece of Harry Potter media out there has her fingerprints on it, and the residual is going to her pocket.
Right. And there's been some noise from the queer community. I'm not going to point out any specific portion of the queer community, but y'all just check yourself for a minute. There's been some noise. I understand. Maybe you grew up reading the books, fan of the movies, wholesome entertainment, family memories, fond things, all of that. Do not give any more money to the TERF, because what she will do with that money is just turn around and use it to promote her bigotry and her hatred.
She will use the money that you give her to hurt trans people and to continue supporting legislation in the UK that actively hurts trans people. This isn't just a matter of someone spouting off their beliefs. This is a matter of someone contributing huge amounts of money to organizations that actively work against trans people and actively work to make trans lives harder and shorter. So money that goes into her pocket is actively harming the queer community globally and the UK and in the United States. Yeah, it's also...
I wish you could see how, like, the vein on Kit's forehead is getting bigger and bigger.
So, refusing to critically engage with media, excuse me, just because you were raised on it is a failing.
Yeah.
We have to critically engage with the media that we grew up consuming in order to better understand how it shaped us and shaped the world around us. Harry Potter, I was born in 1992. I get it. Harry Potter was hugely influential on virtually everyone of my generation.
Yeah. My kids, that's how they read.
Right.
That's how they learned to love reading.
And so now as adults, we have an opportunity to look back and to look at the racism inherent in the stories and the problematic elements of the story. Seamus Finnegan, Cho Chang. There's a lot of problems with it. The goblins, the house elves,
anti-Semitism,
which apparently
slavery.
has been like really doubled down on in this new game too. It sounds like the storyline itself is very culturally problematic.
Yeah.
We have to critically engage with that media. Like it's hard and it's sad, and maybe it does change the way we interact with that material and the way that we look back on that material with rose-colored glasses, but it's the responsible thing to do, especially as queer people or as allies. I know we have a lot of allies that listen to this show.
When engaging with that material now, knowing what you know, you cannot in good conscience engage with that.
Right.
There's knowing that it's not just passively harming people, but actively being used to harm people who are marginalized is unacceptable.
Yes. Yeah. And this isn't a case of death of the author.
Yeah.
The author is very much alive and kicking and using her intellectual property to collect more millions and to harm more trans people.
If you want to read the books because you still own the books, read the books. I don't care.
Or check them out from the fucking library.
Or if you have the movies on DVD, watch them if you want. Don't stream them.
Stop streaming it. Stop with the download. Stop with the game support. Like, just there are better games out there, I promise.
Truly.
And ultimately, like, I think it's easy as consumers to go, oh, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, and it's true.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
there is less unethical consumption.
Yes.
And in this particular case, this media is actively harming people.
I withhold my dollars from wherever I can possibly withhold my dollars. Can I do it everywhere at all times? No.
Right.
But I try to be as vigilant as possible, especially with companies and organizations that actively harm people.
Right.
And act against people's free will and autonomy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
wow.
Stop it.
There was something. Okay, so since we're on that note, I had one other question to end the podcast on, because I've been trying to avoid a food coma ever since we started recording. Well, I discovered, like, comfort foods in the winter are always lovely, but like recently when I had my dental work done, I was having a hard time like eating foods that would fill me up and that were still soft enough. But I discovered that like pouring an entire can of soup on top of mashed potatoes instead of gravy works really well. So I was starving and I had that little bit of comfort food right before we started recording, and I've been like trying not to nod off the entire time.
Cuisine.
But it is so good. What's your favorite comfort food in the wintertime, Kit?
That's a really interesting question.
Mine is anything potato based, but like mashed potatoes are the highest honor. Comfort food. I don't want to call it a guilty pleasure because you shouldn't feel guilty about it.
Yeah, I don't.
Food has no moral value.
I don't have guilty pleasures when it comes to really anything. I'm not guilty about the things that I like, but probably okay. So I love to cook. I love cooking.
Yeah.
I love cooking for other people. I don't love cooking for myself,
Yeah.
but when I'm cooking for other people, it makes me really happy. It makes me feel like I'm contributing in a material way. Plus, I'm a Leo, so I love being praised. So, like, being able to spend 2 hours cooking something and then serving it and having it, people go, "Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, it looks so good." I'm like, yes.
Yeah, give me
Feed
that.
my ego. But I've been making a lot of shepherd's pie lately. And technically what I've been making is actually cottage pie, because shepherd's pie is actually made with like venison or mutton, where cottage pie is made with beef.
I did not know this.
They're basically interchangeable at this point.
I love that,
but
though. I love learning new things.
yeah, it's technically a cottage pie. But I make a kind of a bastardization of the way my mom used to make it. Except that's also a bastardization of how you're supposed to make it. So we're like 6 degrees away from cottage pie at this point. But my mom would make this shepherd's pie when I was little, and I think, and I'm so sorry, Mom, if I'm slandering you, but I think sometimes she was using instant mashed potatoes instead of like mashed potatoes.
That's what I use today. No shame.
Right. Yeah. And they're good. They serve their niche. They have a purpose. Yeah.
They're not the best.
But she used to, I think, make it sometimes with these instant mashed potatoes. And then when I was a vegetarian for like 14 years, and when I went vegetarian, she would make it with like soy crumbles. And I just, like, my shepherd pie is good.
Yeah.
Right? But I have this very fond memory of the shepherd's pie that my mom would make, right? But it's like such a comfort food for me, but only the way that we make it. Like if I go to a restaurant and I order it, it's not the same thing because sense. It's closer to what it's supposed to be.
What it's supposed to be.
And it's not the same. I don't like cooked tomatoes. I don't really care for cooked carrots, and it's always got those things in it, and that's fine. But like that's not.
That's not what you do.
So and I've made it like 3 times in the last month. We've been eating a lot of cottage pie at the house, like just a ton.
I am just often I'm like you. I love cooking for other people, but if I have to cook for myself, I am just so mad about it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it is like just a can of soup or something like that.
That's what I do too. Yeah,
grab a couple slices of bread and I'm good to go. But I discovered it's like, because I really like crusty, chunky bread to go with soup, right? And I couldn't do that with my mouth hurting.
Right.
So I was like, soft, mashed potatoes. I was mashed potatoes and gravy. Well, that's not very filling. Mashed potatoes and soup. Okay, yeah. It was so much right before we started recording. And I'm just
so
like,
funny. I'll have to try that now, like mashed potatoes and soup.
I recommend it.
I made a ragu last night, so we have leftover ragu for days now. But I also have the ingredients for a cottage pie, and I've been getting fancy with it. I've been putting like turnips and parsnips in it,
look at you.
Uncooked, so they get like just a little bit soft in the oven, but they're still like
there's
crispy,
a texture.
Crunchy.
You got some texture to the meal.
Peas for days.
Okay, good.
And I always use a different kind of meat. I'm like, do I want to use pork this week? Do I want to use like beef and pork? What about turkey? Like, just pretty much whatever's on sale, I'll throw it in. But
just no to the carrots.
No to the carrot. I can't.
No to stewed tomatoes.
Carrots. I hate stewed tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay. On that note, stewed like cooked tomatoes bad. Tomato sauce like marinara.
Tomato. It depends on the sauce.
Okay.
So like with the ragu last night, what I used was a sweet basil tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And then I cooked it into like a meat sauce, so it's also got that meat flavoring in it. But like, I don't ever get pizza with marinara. I don't like marinara on my pizza. I hate sun-dried tomatoes with all of my being. Actually, after my divorce, I went grocery shopping with my new roommate, And she came around the corner and saw me like staring at the sun-dried tomatoes. And they were like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, I never have to buy these again. And I never have. It's been 9 years, 8 years, and I still have never purchased sun-dried tomatoes. I fucking hate those things. Yeah, I'm just not a tomato fan.
The things that you lose in a divorce, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing?
Oh God, it's so good.
Never have to eat tomato raisins ever again.
God, I can't stand them. Yeah, tomatoes in general, I'm not a huge fan. I like them fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I like cherry tomatoes. Yeah. But yeah, tomatoes in general, I'm not real.
All right. There you go. Yeah. Comfort food corner.
Comfort food. Fuck your sun-dried tomatoes.
Fuck your sun-dried tomatoes. Don't need any of that business.
Exactly.
Kit, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is my co-host Kit, and they use they, he pronouns.
Hey, this is my co-host Davie, who uses she, they pronouns, they, she pronouns.
And I didn't write it down, so tell me again where we can find you on the Instagrams.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Kit's a Beautiful Day, and you can also find me at Pacific Northwest Perfume or PacificNorthwestPerfume.com.
And you can find me pretty much everywhere at IamDaveFelton or at IamDaveFelton.com.
www.IamDaveFelton.
It does exist.
.com.
Yes. Thank you to Patrick Pearsall for providing our music. Have a lovely week, everyone.
We'll see you next time.